All right. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, guys. Very
We got,
welcome.
we got the night shift tonight,
Indeed.
and this is why we're talking about online dating.
This is what you do in the evening, Lauren, yes.
Yeah, obviously.
So it's not a daytime activity, no, it's
No.
for the evening, yeah.
At night, when you have a glass of wine after dinner, you get on online dating and see what's happening. All right. Anyway, so I'm Lauren. For anyone who doesn't know me, about me, I'm from the United States. I'm here in Bologna because I'm an Erasmus student, and I'm also a teacher, obviously, at MIAS. But I work at Bologna Due. Oh, and Cinzia's here. Hi, Cinzia. Sorry, she's one of my students from the other school, Michael.
Ah.
So happy to see her. I'm done.
Yes, sir. If you want to introduce yourself in the comments, and if you could tell us, do you use online dating? Do you not? Which websites do you use? Which application?
Ooh.
But I am Michael. I'm from Ireland. I also work with Lauren in Bologna Due, Media Levante. I've been living in Bologna since September, and I use Tinder.
Use Tinder.
Of course, I use Tinder. Who
I
doesn't?
I use Tinder and Bumble,
Yeah, I've heard good things about Bumble.
but mostly Tinder. And
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know. Does anyone out there?
It's very it's mostly bad, but then sometimes it's good. Yeah.
It's mostly. It depends. I think it depends on what you expect from it. If you expect, I think now Tinder is like a social.
What are you implying?
No. Okay, if you're expecting to find your husband on Tinder, like maybe you shouldn't have that expectation. But if you're expecting to meet some new people in general, because it's like a social media app almost, then that's a great expectation, completely normal. But like to maybe get into serious relationships on online dating isn't exactly, I don't know. If you go in with that intention,
Perhaps not. I have to say though, I know like a lot of my friends have met their boyfriends or girlfriends on dating apps.
yeah, I mean, it's possible. It's definitely possible. But if you go into it like, I'm going to meet my husband,
Yeah.
like you can't. It's like, I'm going to meet someone and maybe one day they'll become my husband if we date long enough. Okay, fine. But
It's good to be optimistic though as well.
yeah, I guess. Yeah. Okay, hello, some more people. We have Federico.
Hi, Federico.
And Alessia. Nice to see
Alessia.
you. So we are asking, does anyone here use online dating? Put your answer in the comments over there. We want to know.
Let us know which apps or sites maybe you use. Do you find them good, bad, successful, or maybe not so successful?
Don't know. I will say my friends got married last summer and they met on Tinder.
They got married?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I've never heard of an actual marriage. Tinder.
Oh, seriously?
Oh.
Yeah, they got hitched. I mean, it's totally it's fun.
I'm too young for marriage, so it's fine.
Are you?
Yeah. I hope so.
25.
25. You can't get married at 25.
I was married at 25.
Yeah.
Okay, the internet is learning too much about me. So let's look at this focus activity.
Yes, in this focus activity, dating vocabulary, icebreakers, and writing a description.
Okay. We're mostly going to focus on dating vocabulary and icebreakers because writing in a YouTube stream is a little difficult, even for me.
Not ideal, yes. But we will discuss it.
Yeah. Okay. Now we have some questions about dating history.
Interesting.
First, have you ever been on a blind date? So what is
Blind
it?
date.
Yeah. Does it mean you don't look at the other person the whole time? That would be fun. There's a whole new dating show about this anyway. So
There are restaurants around the world where everything is in pitch black and you can't see anything.
yeah, but normally you go there with someone you know.
Yes.
Right?
You
Okay.
know, yeah.
It's not for the purpose of meeting someone in the dark, right?
No. It would be a good idea for a blind date.
That would be kind of cool.
Mhm.
So, blind date is when someone else takes two people they know and matches them up for a date. So you don't, I mean, now it's kind of difficult with the internet. You can find people on Facebook, on Instagram. You can see what they look like. But the phrase blind date comes from you normally don't know what they look like before you meet them.
Yeah. So you've
Yeah.
never met this person. You don't know them. Oh, there we go. That's it.
Yeah. So now we use blind more that you don't know them, not that you don't know what they look like. In the past, it was both. Now it's just you don't know them.
Have you ever been on a blind date, Lauren?
No.
No, me neither.
I wish, honestly. I think it would be
I don't
so
think
fun.
they're very common in modern dating.
No. Because everyone's like, just go on Tinder or just go online and do it
Yeah.
yourself.
Even if you hear their name, you search them on Facebook. You message them. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, I didn't think about this one before.
So what was
the
best first date?
best first date? This is hard.
It's a difficult.
I've been on so many.
I was going to say, I only have a few to choose from, so it's not too bad.
All right, well, then you go first because I can't. Leave me a minute.
Depends on how you define best. But
the best for you. It's
the best for me.
Thing. Yeah,
It
it's
is
a
subjective,
subjective
yeah.
thing.
That's a difficult question to answer.
Okay, then I have one. All right. So I remember. Okay. So I was in Brussels, actually. And I met someone on Tinder in Brussels. And we were by this lake. And it's called the lake, I think Lake du Ixtel or something. It's like the old word for Brussels. I forget how to say it in French. And I meet this guy and we're sitting on a park bench and like we go and have dinner and then we have a really nice conversation and then we go to the bar and then we start dancing. And I don't know, it's just like, I think it's because the person, because that sounds very basic, but it was because of the person I was with. It was really fun.
It is obviously the company that makes a good date.
Yeah. I went on a first date in a museum once as well, and that was a lot of fun.
In a museum? What kind of museum?
It's called the Fitzwilliam. It's in Cambridge in the UK. And I think it's just like a history museum, really, because it's kind of a mix of everything, but it's not a modern museum or anything. It's just,
Nice.
Your turn.
I would say probably the best first date I've had was going to the pub.
Typical Irishman.
But it's like she got on with all of my friends.
She met all of your friends on the first date?
Well, she kind of like half knew them already, but
okay.
Then when you're in a group situation so it was nice to see everybody getting along, and it was a good.
There we go. to answer your question, best first date in your whole life. So any, yeah,
Well,
in your whole life.
when we say date in English, we mean a romantic appointment.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're right. Especially, well, when you say, yeah, first date, especially.
Yeah. If you say I went on a date or I have a date, it implies there is a romantic element to that.
Sometimes we say, like, when we make plans with someone, we'll say it's a date, but we don't always mean it in a romantic sense. But you have to know the context a little bit.
Yeah, I would say first date though is always
Yeah.
a romantic sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So anybody wants to talk about their best first date, you can in the comments.
Yeah. So Federico, yeah, your first date with a girl or boy in general.
We don't judge.
We don't judge.
So, number 3, do you go Dutch on dates? Go Dutch.
Go Dutch. I've never been on a date with a Dutch person.
Funny. So to go Dutch, what does it mean? It doesn't mean to go on a date with a Dutch person.
It means to when you each pay half of the cost.
Yeah. It's basically to split the bill.
Split the bill. So
because sometimes it is assumed that if you are on a date, so if a woman and a man are on a date together, it is assumed that the man will pay for the dinner.
Yes.
I personally go Dutch on most of my dates unless they insist.
Well, I would always suggest, oh, I will pay.
Yeah, see?
But if she says, oh, no, we'll split, okay. I will agree to go Dutch because it costs less money.
Yeah, I guess.
It is traditional. It's nice to offer, I think, for the man to pay for the first one.
See, it doesn't bother me at all if we split. I just think it's fair. Like, I came here on this date. I didn't expect you to pay for my whole meal, but like, why would I expect that? I don't know. Ooh, Federico's got his first date in a castle.
Oh, very nice. Oh, wow.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Yes. I wonder where is Federico from?
Rome.
It's from Rome. Oh, wow. I wonder, was the castle in Rome or was it somewhere you traveled to?
Oh, imagine.
At a castle in Rome. That is very romantic.
Oh, I have so many stories for this lesson. Anyway, have you ever stood someone up?
It's a good phrase. Stood someone up.
Yeah, but the infinitive is, I think, a bit better because
it's probably more common, yes, still.
Well, because you can, when you're thinking about it, right? Ooh, I think he's going to stand me up. Or he better not stand me up. Now we have kind of a new word for this as well. In dating, in general, actually. Do you know what it is?
Ghosted?
Yeah, to ghost.
To ghost someone. So we should explain to stand someone up first.
Yeah, okay. So to stand someone up is basically you don't go to the date. You don't show up. You don't say why, you don't call, you don't send a message, you don't do anything. You just don't show up to the restaurant, to the coffee shop, wherever you're supposed to be. You don't go. And if anyone's ever done this, shame on you.
Oh, yes, it's a terrible thing to do. We don't do it.
Yeah.
But talking about online dating, to ghost someone, to not reply to their messages, to ignore them, just delete their number and pretend you never met or never talked.
Yeah, it's really sad, actually. because it's very common now.
It is very common. It's very easy to do. You just don't think about them. Not that I've ever done that.
Yes, right here. I've never stood someone up.
Very
Great.
good. Yes.
It is correct. And it's great that you've never done that. Also great. You get bravo for being a good person. Oh, that's me. Okay. So to be stood up, Federico, it just means that someone doesn't show up to your date. They don't come. So for example, you have plans.
Never arrive.
Yeah. You have plans to meet at the restaurant at 7 p.m. and you are there and you wait and you wait and you wait and the other person never arrives.
Has it ever happened to you, Lauren?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Actually, yeah. It has. I didn't end up leaving my house because I stopped making that mistake, but I have been stood up quite a bit. Okay.
Sad times.
What? I know. What's your dream date?
Oh, very nice. Dream date.
I really want to hear about this one in the comments, please. I want to know your dream date.
Let us know, yes, if you have had your dream date or what is your dream date for the future.
Michael, you go first.
I would say my dream date probably involves alcohol. I would say maybe go for a drink at the start, be a nice cocktail, then go for a walk so you can talk, get to know the person. Then maybe some nice food, another drink, and just a very relaxed and
okay. You're a simple man, a man of simple taste. You know what? Yeah. That's all right. That's all right.
I think you get to spend a lot of time with that person. I think that's
an
ideal situation.
I think it would be really cool to do something I've never done before, or like go to a place I've never been.
Yeah, I suppose I was thinking of a first date.
Yeah, I'd still use that as an opportunity to go somewhere I've never been. For example, that museum date I went on, I had never visited this museum before. And so I was like, okay, let's go. I've never been there. Or like, just something I wouldn't normally do. Maybe like go to a theater show or I don't know, see some performance in the park or some event, like just something different.
Yeah, something that would make it memorable.
My dream date is one that I don't have to plan.
Okay, so you get taken on it and
yes, because I always plan everything, always. So
you do like planning.
I would love it. My dream date is if someone else would plan a great date for us.
They would have to know you well, though, to plan your trip. No?
Just if someone did it.
Okay.
Just as if someone did it.
Just to get someone else organizing everything.
Yeah. I'm on YouTube now telling if anyone wants to do that. That'd be great. Okay. We have Alessia. Okay. Dream date does depend on the person you're with.
Yes, definitely. I think so, too.
Ooh, but maybe it can be something that surprises you.
That could be a very good thing if you are surprised and you realize something about yourself and about them.
Federico over here wants to go. That's it right there. And another part of the world.
Yeah.
Wants to get on a plane. Nice. These are great. Dream dates are fun to think about. But it's funny because you can even if you're in a relationship, you can still go on really great dream dates.
That's what, yes. I haven't been in a relationship in a while, so I was thinking about first dates. But if you are in a relationship with someone, it could be better to do something. You know them, you can surprise them.
Look at this. Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Federico. Come on.
That's right. Aren't Italians like supposed to be romantic?
I was going to say, all Italians say they are romantic.
I know. Okay, so let's discuss some of these questions.
So the first question, how has dating changed in the last 20 years?
So 20 years is a long time,
Mm.
but not a long time, but for this question, I think, because it's changed so much, even in like 5 years or 10 years.
Do you think
So
even 5 years ago, was Tinder around? Was Bumble around?
yeah, it was.
Why was it?
Online dating has been around for like 10 years, I'd say. Those
Yeah.
applications have been around.
All right. I've been behind the game, so
You're also 5 years younger than me. Well, 4
wow.
years younger than me. But that's the funny thing is because you're only 4 years younger than me, but the
Yeah.
difference in what we experience with technology and dating and being online is so different.
Technology moves so fast. It's
Yeah, but
impossible.
I think so 20 years ago, you
20
were,
years ago was 2000.
oh God. Oh my God, I was
That's
thinking in the 90s even. I was
I was
going,
thinking of when I was born. Yeah, but it's 2000.
um, okay, well, I want to say since the 90s. I'm going to say since the 90s. In the
Yeah.
90s, you used to like have to meet someone in person, get their phone number, call their house,
Mm.
call, not text, call their house, set up a date, and then go on a date. Now you literally open your phone and you swipe, and then you
Yeah.
start messaging someone right away. Like you can message them immediately.
I remember even when I was a teenager, before smartphones, and it was just calls and texts. It was a lot more difficult.
Okay. Well, first, I'd love to answer this question.
Are you romantic?
So I want to know also, so I am a very romantic person. I will answer that. But with the dating, question number 2, with the dating etiquette here in Italy, we said Italians are romantic, right? Is it the etiquette or is it the custom or the norm to be romantic here in Italy?
I'd say it's traditional. I think in Italy, you're still the man is expected to pay for the first date and perhaps be more romantic than an Irish man, anyway.
Maybe. I don't
Mightn't
know.
be hard
I
difficult.
haven't dated any Italians. I couldn't tell you.
Mm.
It's difficult to say.
Why
I
do you
don't.
say you are a romantic
Why?
man?
Oh my gosh,
Like,
are you kidding? I am I love like surprising people and making things for people, like homemade gifts and planning trips and like really thoughtful presents and making food. Like I'm
that's very
basically your
nice.
mom, but in a good way.
Good one.
Is that possible?
Yeah, I think
Can anyone give us some insight on dating etiquette in Italy? Because I don't really know.
we are two foreigners. We need to know.
Oh, good
Good
question.
question. Yes. What is the typical first date with a girl in your country? Typical with a Y spell it. But I'm not going to put Ireland in a good light here. But again, I would say going to the pub is a pretty typical first date.
No, that's pretty common in America though
Yeah,
too.
but if you go to the pub or the bar, it's a sociable situation anyway, and you can interact with other people. There's not a lot of pressure on the date.
Also, if you drink, then it's a place where you go and you drink some alcohol and you are less nervous. Alcohol
Yeah,
makes you less nervous in general. It lowers your inhibitions. That's the idea of it. Ah, okay.
Vacation. Nice. Oh, very nice.
Good. Thanks, Chinzia. Nice and romantic restaurant. Okay.
Mm.
So not the pizzeria then. Not the pizzeria. We go to a restaurant for the date. And after you're drunk, Federico, or after you have a drink, I would say probably drinks and dinner, or drinks and a movie, or drinks and like a walk in the park, something like that. Sometimes I've been on a lot of coffee dates in the morning.
Mm.
Not in the morning, but like early afternoon
Yeah.
during the day.
I think they're getting more common in Ireland, but not very common, I don't think.
Yeah. Well, I like them sometimes because I don't think you need to drink all the time on a date.
No. And I'm sure it's good to get to meet the person sober, get to know them.
Federico, and after you are drunk.
Oh, after you're drunk, yes.
Not after you have a drink, after you are drunk. I don't know. That's up to you. That's up to you guys.
I think after you are drunk, everything is easier.
Yeah,
Depends on how drunk you are.
I guess. And
You don't
you
wanna
guys
get
can do,
too
we don't
drunk.
need to hear about that. You can do what you want after. Okay. I guess in our experience, Alessia, sometimes for me personally, no, but it tends to be, or normally is, pretty important, unfortunately, in my society.
I think especially for first dates, it relaxes everybody. It's easier to have a conversation when you have a drink or two, and then
Yeah, absolutely. So it's not the most important part, I don't think,
no.
but it just happens to be what is normally done.
Yeah, I think culturally maybe as well for us is probably more common.
Okay, let's go to number 3. What is chivalry, and is it dead?
It's not dead. Look at me.
I don't care if it dies. I don't know how to explain that. Because chivalry is like,
Well, for me, I would say chivalry is just good manners.
okay, for both people.
Yeah, it's behaving well, it's respect.
Okay, but in a traditional sense, chivalry is like when the man takes care of you, basically, in a male-female relationship.
It is usually a man being a traditional man, being a gentleman.
Yeah.
But I would say modern chivalry is just good manners.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably pretty accurate as well. But it still is normally put towards the word chivalry has to do with men.
Yeah.
You don't really say a woman is so the adjective is chivalrous.
Chivalrous, yes. It comes from old soldiers I think, in England. So they had a code of chivalry. So they had to be respectful at all times.
And of course, in those times, only men could be knights. So that's
exactly,
why. Yeah, that's why it's become this. Okay.
I think it's a good thing. Perhaps you disagree.
I don't know. I just think it's nice to both have manners. I don't mind, because what are acts of chivalry? Like, what are typical things that men do on a date?
I suppose on a date, I don't know, offer to pay for the bill.
Open the door.
Open the door, pull your chair out.
If you're in the car.
Take your jacket.
Yeah, take your jacket. If you're in the car, they will open your door in the car as well.
But you can see some men like hold the door open and then think, oh well, I'm very chivalrous.
Yeah.
I'm a tigress.
I think this is a good way
Yeah,
to look at this. Yeah. I think
I
it's a little
agree.
bit different now. And Shinzia has some more. Put on not exaggerated clothes.
Exaggerate. So reserved.
Yeah. I think sometimes, yeah, maybe for a first date, what you look, yeah, you wouldn't wear the same outfit to go dancing in the club as you would on a first date, maybe. I mean, some people might, and that's fine. Do what you want to
Yeah.
do. But probably more traditionally, you put on a more reserved outfit,
Mm.
not your dancing clothes.
I own about 5 shirts.
I know.
That's
I've seen them all.
yeah.
Okay. So let's continue. So when it comes to online dating, let's say you've used Tinder, you've made a match, you're getting on with this person, you've messaged them, you now even have their number on WhatsApp, you've moved to WhatsApp. Tinder's
Wow.
not even part of the equation anymore. You've moved into WhatsApp and you're going to go on a date in person. You're going to meet this person. We use
Icebreakers to start the conversation. So if you think of breaking the ice that you can get underneath to the water.
to go fishing.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah. Also, so we can use icebreakers on dates, but they are also useful in work situations, like if you're at a new job or if you're meeting a bunch of new people at one time. Specific icebreakers can be used in those situations as well. They're just normally they talk about different things, different topics.
They're good in most social situations where you meet new people. Just start a conversation.
Yes. Okay. So these I would probably not use in a work situation.
Maybe not.
But an icebreaker in that situation is also like, oh, how's the weather? Have you been watching the Bologna football lately? Like those are also considered icebreakers to talk about common subjects.
It can be very general questions just to open up the conversation.
So, Alessia, I'd say you could
I would agree, yes.
Yeah.
I think they could be good for changing the topic of conversation as well.
Yeah, exactly. So you would have to be in a stressful situation using an icebreaker or it's just a change of subject, really. Because you want to, here's the stressful situation and you want to avoid it. So you're trying to talk about something else. And I think that would be, it's a little different than an icebreaker. An icebreaker is for someone you don't know. This would probably be more of like a change of subject. That's all. Okay, so Michael.
Yes.
If you could be any animal, which would you be?
Great question. I would be a dog.
Basic. Why?
Because I love dogs. I think they're loyal and loving.
Of all the animals in the whole world, and you still
Yeah.
choose. Okay, is there a specific dog, like a breed?
My dog. A Labrador.
Okay.
I have two Labradors back home in Ireland, so I would like to be those dogs.
In the comments, I want to hear it, guys. We want to hear it.
Well, I would like to be a dog who lives in the countryside.
Okay, now we're getting
land to run around in, and someone who feeds me and rubs my belly.
Okay, all right.
How about you, Lauren? You could be any animal. Which would it be?
I want to be a snow owl, obviously.
Snow owl.
I want to be nocturnal. I want to fly. I want to have talons that are this long.
I've never even heard of a snow owl.
It's a white owl. Have you seen Harry Potter?
Oh, Hedwig.
Hedwig in Harry
Okay.
Potter is a snow owl.
So Harry Potter's owls.
No, I don't want to be Hedwig.
Okay.
I want to be a snow owl.
Where are they native
I have no idea.
to?
They're beautiful. And
Okay.
owls are they're amazing. They fly and they make almost no sound with their wings.
Well, with their wings, okay.
There's been studies. They're the quietest
Have-
flying animals.
Have you ever heard an owl scream?
Yes, and it's terrifying.
It's terrifying, yes. There's a lot of owls in Ireland.
We have
During the
Chinzia,
night there.
a cat,
Ah.
elegant and independent.
Yeah.
You know what, Chinzia? That describes you. That's perfect. I can say that because I know her.
Yes. Not just
And
from
then
her
we have
picture.
here a tiger.
Wow. Why do you say that, Federico? What
I want to hear from
similarities?
Alexia too. It's funny because the show about tigers, man.
Oh,
All I
yes.
can think of.
If anybody is looking for a good show on Netflix, you should get The Tiger King. Apparently, it's very good.
Please don't judge America based on this show.
It's a crazy show
It is.
full of
Okay.
crazy Americans. Yes.
It's wild. Anyway. All right. Another icebreaker. If you had £1 million, what would you buy first? Oh, but first,
Very good.
a tiger is just a cat, though. Really, it's a big cat. So it looks like you
Just
and
a cat.
Pinto want to be the same thing, essentially.
I would rather be a tiger than a cat.
She didn't specify. She just said a cat. Okay, £1 million. What would you buy?
£1 million. I would buy a house for myself. I would buy a house for my parents.
Oh, you're so nice.
I know. And I would throw a party for my friends
Okay.
in my new house.
In your new house, of course.
Drink. And maybe buy a car as well.
See, I'm too practical. If I had £1 million, I'd invest it so I could always have £1 million. That's
That's the American as well.
No, it's not though. It's just smart because so many
Yeah, it
people win the lottery and spend it.
Yeah.
But if I didn't invest it, because that's not buying something really, that's putting it away. I would buy property. Yeah, I would buy a house or a big piece of property for not only me, but my family. A place that everyone, if they needed to, could come and live.
Yes. I think paying off your parents' mortgage is most people's dreams.
Oh, yeah. My parents don't have one, so.
Oh, very nice.
Well, she rents.
I think mine could be honest on it.
First, a big house for myself. Nice.
Nice.
So everyone's on this home.
Tanya, property is the way to go. Yeah. Go buy a home with a big outdoor space near the city. Very nice.
Oh yeah, probably. Do you know what else I would do? I would buy a vineyard so I could drink
nice.
and make wine.
Mainly drink, yes.
This is smart.
Very nice.
Or a boat. Yeah. Well, first, first I'd learn how to fly the plane, then I'd buy it.
If you had £1 million, maybe you could buy a pilot as well.
Yes, this is correct, Federico. I would spend for traveling. Okay. So we have some other good information.
Federico there. But other money I would spend for traveling. I might say the other money I would spend on traveling.
Yeah.
He was just asking, was it correct?
Oh, yes. And Shinzia says in this moment, a private hairdresser.
Yes.
Yeah, basically. Can everyone see? Can we see that? Yeah,
It's yeah.
it's there.
Mm.
Okay, so I created this for an online dating or a speed dating event we had at school, but I think it's good for
the leaflet we had in school for Valentine's Day. It was a fantastic event, all written by Lauren.
It was great. So we have some other fun lines that we can use if you're online dating, because I'm going to safely assume that so many people have signed up for online dating during this quarantine. Because why not? Also, there's no pressure. There's no pressure to go on a date. You just get to talk to someone. You can't leave.
You can flirt with no consequence.
Yeah, exactly. So we have some general get to know you lines. Good topics to actually get to know a person.
Where are you from? What are your hobbies? What is your favorite film or movie? What type of music do you like? How many countries have you visited? Where is the best place you've been? What is your favorite food? And how long have you lived here?
Yeah, good.
Oh, this is Alessia.
Yeah.
From our school.
Yeah.
Ah, I
didn't know that.
No, I didn't realize.
I know. We don't know very last name, do we? So these are great get to know you lines in general. Even if you wanted to get to know any new person, these are useful for a date, or maybe if you meet someone at a bar and you're at the same event, or you work at the same place. These are good questions, but we have a specific section here of questions you do not ask on a first date.
These are questions you should never ask on a first date or a second date.
Or probably for a very long time, to be honest.
Possibly, yes.
Like at least a few dates. So we have, how much money do you make? It's rough. You don't. We just don't.
It's not polite to talk about money.
Yeah, not at all. Oh, sorry, I cut one off. But how much? It's supposed to be how much do you weigh? So normally we don't talk about our weight or like weird things about our body on a date. Kind of strange. Do you want children? Not very, really first date material.
Very personal, yes, for a first date.
Or if you already have children, do you want more children? Not great. Then the most beautiful, why did your last relationship end? I don't know. Just
no.
Oh, that's the worst question. If anyone wants to add any strange questions that they have been asked on a date or questions they found inappropriate, put them in the comments. We want to know.
Inappropriate is a good word.
Yeah, because these are definitely inappropriate questions. And then the final, why are you single?
This is why parents ask me.
Seriously?
Sometimes, yeah.
Seriously?
Ugh. They're Irish parents.
What, they just want grandbabies?
Similar to Italian. Yeah. You need to find a good Catholic girl.
No, but it's just like such a silly question. Why are you single? Because I am.
It's very similar to the why did your last relationship end?
Yeah.
It's much too personal for that.
I should just start telling everyone, if they ask me that question, I should be like, I killed him. away with it. Imagine.
That would be your last date. Yes.
Whatever. Don't ask the question. Okay. Then we have some more kind of chat up or pickup lines, which are really fun. Chat up and pickup lines are basically questions that you ask and answer.
Yeah, they're a fun way of starting a flirty conversation. Or that's what they're meant to be anyway.
A lot of times, chat up or pickup lines are cheesy.
Yes, easy.
Yeah, cheesy. It means like, oh God, explain
It
cheesy.
means very unfashionable, like the opposite of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you can tell a cheesy joke.
Yeah. Like a cheesy joke is something that is obviously not funny,
Yeah.
but you tell it anyway.
So
I like cheesy jokes.
I like cheesy jokes too.
Yeah.
And I actually, if the pickup line is good, I might like a pickup line also. It depends on the person. It depends on the delivery. It depends on the situation. It depends on my mood that day. It depends on a lot of things. So
here we have some chat up or pickup lines.
Yeah.
Are
Oh,
you
even
a black-
Italian. Are there any Italian ones? I want to know.
Oh yeah, let us know if you have any Italian pickup lines. Maybe we could use.
Yeah, buddy.
Are you a black hole? Because time stops when I'm near you.
Are you a magician? Because whenever I look at you, everyone disappears. So that's exactly how I deliver that.
You'd go like this.
Yes.
Do you believe in love at first sight? Or should I walk past again? I think that's a good one.
So yeah, it is a good one actually. So again, we're not supposed to answer these questions. You're not asking, you don't give the other person time to answer. You answer the question immediately after.
Hopefully they smile. Otherwise you leave.
Yes, exactly. Is your name Google? Because you're everything I've been searching for.
Everything. Oh. If I could rearrange the alphabet, I would put you and I together.
That one is like so old.
Mm.
And then the last, is your name Wi-Fi? Because I'm really feeling a connection.
That's a modern one for online dating.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
definitely. I'm trying to think if I've gotten any specific messages. I sent a funny one the other day, but I won't talk about it.
You must be tired. You've been running through my mind all day.
Mm-hmm. Did it hurt when you fell from heaven?
That is a classic.
Oh.
A very old one. Yes.
Okay. And then, so like the icebreakers we saw before, they're in the conditional form. And hypothetical questions we use the second conditional, and we could use them on dates. So these are some more examples of them. We don't really have time to go over them all, but if in the comments you would like to answer one of these questions, that would be great before we end our class today. But let's read through them. So Michael, if you could move anywhere in the world, where would you like to move?
I would like to move to Rio de Janeiro.
Really?
Mm.
Do you know how high the crime rate is there?
Yes, I know. I would like to visit Brazil or South America in general.
Okay. All right.
I've never left Europe, so we need to explore. Lauren, if you died and came back to Earth as an animal, what animal would you be?
Ooh. I don't know.
Okay, reincarnation.
I guess I'd be a snow owl. I'd be a snow owl.
A snow owl, yes.
Yeah, I'd just do that. Or I would be a house cat, actually. They're treated really well.
That is true, yes.
Okay, so that's actually all we have time for today.
Yes. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and interacting with the comments. It's much
Yeah.
appreciated.
Thanks so much. Glad you came for our little online dating sesh. Maybe after this, you can go and pretend you speak English on Tinder. Not pretend.
They,
You also
they don't have to pretend. Yeah, they all speak.
I know that was
English.
bad. I'm sorry. That was rude. Basically, you should all sign up for online dating if you're single and go and use English and use some of these lines and try it out and tell us how it goes. But otherwise,
yes. Bye,
until
guys. Thank you very much.
And thanks, Cinzia. It was so nice to see you.
Yes, and Alessia.
And Alessia.
You too, yes.
Oh, hi.
And everybody. Yes.
Hi, bye. And Federico, thank you everything.
Yes.
Thank you for everything and have a good night.
Good night, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.